Hello, interwebs. I'm Eric with His&Hers HHQ. I'm going to say something that irritated the mess out of me when I was an NCO in the Army. See, what happened was... Okay, so I did promise a Sunday video, and it was going to be a reveal on the VUC. It was going to be a discussion of the stash ad, and then it was going to be a review and possible start of the promotional build. So, I recorded that video when I discussed it on Tuesday. It was released Sunday, or Wednesday, pardon me. When I released that, when I recorded that video, things seemed to be on track. But, our family dog passed away Wednesday. And, well, it really upset the family. So it put me back a couple of days. So I didn't get to several things. And even though I thought about it, I didn't think about it. Yesterday, or I'm sorry, this is going to be a Wednesday video. So Sunday was Easter. And while I did intend to have that reveal done for Sunday, out of respect for a lot of my friends, because of the holiday, I wouldn't have done it anyway. But that still left the promotional build. So the idea is I've had to revamp some things, obviously. I'm going to do a quick review and discussion of this kit for, well, actually I'm recording this at 1 o'clock Tuesday morning. So I'm recording... well, for Wednesday's video, this is going to be discussing this. Sunday will be the reveal of the VUC and the discussion of the stash ad, and then an update on this. If I can pull it off, because it's really just a matter of getting all the painted parts together and getting the details done. If I can do it before Friday, then Fridays I will have a Friday video again, but it won't be a short, it'll be a reveal. And then Sunday we'll get back into focusing on the promotional build. Okay, so promotional build. First and foremost, this is not a paid promotion. This is just something I'm doing for a local business. I happened to see their logo and I loved the logo, and I discussed it with them. I asked them if I could put it on a model, and then discussed what I had in mind for a model, and they said, oh, that would be epic. So the idea here is, well, no money is exchanging hands. I'm going to promote them, and in return they may give a few likes or shout outs on their Facebook page. So it's a mutual assistance, as it were, a mutual aid. It's the downtown service station in Waynesville, Missouri. Be sure you stop in and check them out. Family run, family oriented. It is friendly atmosphere. Definitely worth stopping in. Get your car serviced. Get your gas, tires, and all that. You get to sit down and just it's a enjoyable atmosphere. It's small town Americana right there. It's two young men bought the place and are keeping it going. It is definitely worth a stop. So, my thoughts on this was we're looking something in this. Now, originally, my first thought was something in doing a body color and then do the fenders in a separate color, red, black, something like that. But actually, I really like the idea of a monocolor or unicolor there. So first off, I'm going to be using flat red primer, and the reason being will become evident as we go along in this discussion. But yeah, flat red primer. And I happen to find this, and I really liked the color Fossil. It's not quite white or tan or even gray. It's just really, really neat. And the reason why I did satin and not a gloss is works in conjunction with the flat red primer and the idea I'm going with the truck. Pardon me. I wanted to do, because I totally pictured it, the old Americana. Now, the downtown service station is actually in a building that's been around for a very long time here in Waynesville, Missouri. I'm thinking it was the 30s or 40s when it was established. So I'm really I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So I mean, it is the quintessential Route 66 Americana. That whole area, even though there's almost no remnants of it, there used to be a theater right there. I think it was a drive-in. There's not too far down the road from the service station, the downtown service station, there's a little building. It's kind of like a corner restaurant now, but it used to be a gas station. Really weird. But it's just historic Route 66. And if you keep going past the downtown service station, you cross the Ruby Doo. And when you get to the funeral home, there's on your right hand side that funeral home used to be a private home, and the guy who owned it owned a lot of cabins along the Ruby Doo here in Waynesville. And I mean, it's just, you have to see it. So stop in and visit Waynesville sometime. Take a moment and study the history in Route 66. It's just an amazing thing. But back to this. I wanted to present a truck for these young men that now own the downtown service station. I wanted to present something of a service truck, something that says it's worn, it's seen its time, a little bit of patina and stuff like that, but have their logo on it. And the 53 Ford pickup truck is an extraordinary kit, and I think it really fits the bill. Now I'm going to be digging into some of my stash, because I'm going to put a rotator on this. I'm thinking of the amber rotator. It really needs it. But anyway, so the flat red primer will give me the rust undercoat. The satin will actually give me the first stage of pre-weathering. Instead of gloss, you get satin, so the finish isn't quite what it should be. It's not quite showroom. And then after the body color is applied and it's thoroughly dry, then what we'll do is we'll take some 2000 grit sandpaper and wet sand it and go over it real light. We don't want to press down on it, just go over it in little patches here and there on the fenders, on the hood, the roof, over here again on the fenders, but you know, just a little bit. We want to bring out that surface rust, that patina. It says it's been there. I'll go into more detail as we go along, but there's going to be once we have that, then there's going to be a sponge technique, which is stippling it on there, or sponging it on there. We're going to vary the color. This fossil, I can work with a toasted marshmallow out of the craft paints, a toasted marshmallow, a touch of tan, and a little bit of gray, and I can brighten up or make this color, but just slightly brighter, and you get that on the outskirts of where the surface rust is. And then using where to go? I have seemed to have misplaced it. Anyway, my favorite brush. Using my favorite brush, we'll sit there and we will, oh, here it is, hide behind this Ectoblade. Using my favorite brush here, we'll go in and get a lot of the corners, get in there and just get all that little details, maybe little spots here where the rust is just a little bit heavier, a little bit thicker. So it's going to be a little bit darker reddish brown than the flat red. But we want it patinaed. And then I talked to one of the gentlemen down there, and we're going to go with white walls since we're going mostly all stock. We're going with the white walls. Now we are going to be playing around with this kit just a little bit. We're not going to go all out. It's going to be just about completely out of box, but we're going to clean this up a little bit. Now I went through mine. Okay, before we get into this, this is who I'm doing this for. The downtown service station at 117 Historic Route 66 East in Waynesville, Missouri. Full service gas, vehicle inspections, oil changes, tire issues, and light duty maintenance. But you see this logo? I love this logo here. I love how they have this, and this here especially, we really need this. So I'm going to reproduce a little bit of this, especially the phone number, full service gas and stuff like that. I'm going to reproduce what I can on decals and get them applied in proper positions on the truck. But downtown service station in Waynesville, Missouri, be sure you check them out. So anyway, back to where I was. One of the gentlemen I talked to said he really likes the stock stuff. So we're going to go with the white walls. And again, it's going to be a service truck. And if you look here at the directions, it says service assembly. It's got these weird service bumpers front and back. I'm not too fond of these. So we're going to go, I'm thinking the stock rear bumper. But for the front, I'm going to use a piece of sheet styrene and create a cast iron bumper, just something like a push bumper. But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking there. Now, of course, I'm thinking rotator. And if I've got more of them, or I can find them somewhere, I'll do more cab lights, but I'm not sure. We're not there yet. Okay, so as I said before, I got 2 of these kits because I wanted one for myself, which means I have everything that they have for this kit. But there are things I'm not going to use. So this here is out of my kit. This is in this kit. It's supposed to be an acetylene torch, but I'm thinking that if I very carefully cut off the smaller bottle on both of them, and then cut down the top just a little bit, clip off the regulators here, and cut the top here just a little bit and round it out a little better so it's not as bullet pointed, and then reattach a regulator and then put the 2 big tanks together, it would work better as an air tank. The cutting torch that comes with it, with just a little bit of shaping, I think I can turn it into something that looks like an air chalk, I guess, something you would put use to fill tires. So that's what this is for. And since I obviously don't need all of my handy dandy little tools, I clipped them off to share with this kit. So it's going to have plenty of tools for the back of the truck. Now, I'm going to do a toolbox, which is not included in the kit. I'm going to scratch build a toolbox, or at least something that a box they can toss the tools in. So it's probably going to be like a little balsa wood thing, kind of like an old army crate that you throw your tools in. I've got a few lengths of chain I'm going to include with this. I'm also going to work with a couple of spare tires because I have a bunch of tires and rims. I can make it work. And the idea is a little bit of tarpage, tools, the air, a little bit of patina. I want this to look like a well-used, still very much loved, but well-used service truck. So that's why my stuff is cut out there. But as you can see, it comes with 5 tires that are dual-sided. You can go black wall or white wall, 2 running tires and a spare, 2 metal axles and a hood hinge, Of course, your directions, which gives you the various options that come within the kit. We have a couple of chrome parch trees. I don't know how well you can see them. This here looks like the custom rims or custom hubcaps, custom caps. This, I'm not sure if that's the stock or custom. I have to go over the directions here. But these moon caps, custom grill, custom lake pipes, stock front end here, stock grill. I really like that. If you let me take a moment here and open this up. Look, I don't know how well you can see this. Let me see here. Let's try like this. You get that detail down in there. You get a little bit of black wash in there, and that'll really pop down in there. That'll really stand out. But so yeah, look at that nice couple of caps here with the Ford writing on them. Oil pan, valve covers, the bullet points there. Those are the cab lights. Good Lord, those things are huge. The what do they call them? California mirrors. I think those are for the tailgate. I'm not sure. Anyway, we'll find out as we go along. Stick shift. Yeah, that's for that custom engine. Those would be the intakes. But yeah, looking sharp. These here are clear pieces. This is obviously your back window, front window, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of different headlights. And this here's the cab. Now, one of the things I was talking about, this one may take 3-4 weeks to handle. Oh, dang it, I missed it. May take 3 or 4 weeks to do, because I went over my kit. I was just kind of glancing over it, and it's kind of hard to see, so but we'll try and get this covered. All right, you see this here, this bit here, that's a mold line from the molding process where the pieces are joined together. But that there, you see, I just saw it too. There's a spot here, that's a mold line. Yeah, and along the roof line here, that should be solid, not clearly joined. So there's going to be a lot of cleanup. We need to, or I'm sorry, I personally want this to look as sharp as possible, because in the end, the general idea when I'm done with this kit is I'm going to get purchase a display base or display case for it, and I'm going to go down and I'm going to get a good solid picture of the front of their building, and then I'm going to scale it down to size, print it out, get it in the display case, and have the kit sitting in front of the building in the display case, and then I'm going to present it to them. But so that's where we're at. There's a lot of work going on, or going to be going into this. this bag here, as you can see, everything is still sealed, or was still sealed. So we're going over this together for the most part for the first time together. This here's the interior floor plan, tonneau cover, the hood, the stock bumpers, looks like a steering arm, your bed, bench seat, dash, the custom fenders. This other bag here, yes, we have two engines in it. We have the stock engine, and then we have a custom job. As I said, I discussed it with them, and we're going to go as stock as possible with this thing. So we're going to go with the stock engine. Although it makes sense, it is a service truck, so they're going to get the, well, this here's not just a telephone or what might have been a telephone. It's actually a two-way radio, but it's just got a handset like that instead of just a mic and then a big speaker system. That's basically all that mess is. And then we have the decal sheet that comes with the kit. Now I'm going to be seeing this for the first time with all of you. They have a couple of different choices here that they're showing all these things. You can do a competition truck, suggested arrangements here. Oh, now that is sharp. If you happen to not be from Missouri, you got some California plates, some Nebraska, Michigan, Nevada. Holy cow, it's an old Missouri plate. That is March of '53. Boy, that thing is really expired. Alright, I'm going to have to get some images of some modern day Missouri license plates for this thing. Unless they want me to go with a really expired Missouri license plate. I like that. That works out so well for our build. But obviously there's a few things here we can use, actually, believe it or not, looking at this, like the Champion spark plugs, or STP, Monroe shocks maybe. You know, just do a few little details here and there, maybe. Yeah, maybe, we'll see. But a lot of the stuff that we have to do is going to be custom decal work, so we may not touch any of these decals, and I'll just set them aside and use them for another kit. So here we are, the promotional build, 1953 Ford pickup truck. It's going to be a service truck. Promotional build for downtown service station here in Waynesville, Missouri. I'm looking forward to this build, and I can't wait to be able to present this to them. And I look forward to getting into this, and hopefully next Sunday's video, since this video has run so long, will be a start on the build itself. So we're looking at 3, maybe 4 weeks, because there's just that much cleanup to do. 3 or 4 weeks, but we're going to get it done. Again, the attempt is Friday. If not Friday, then certainly Sunday we'll do the reveal on the VUC. and the reveal of the stash ad that goes along with the VUC, and of course the beginning process of the 53 Ford pickup. So be sure you take a moment, if you happen to be traveling Route 66, Historic 66, stop in, get some gas, get you some drinks, maybe get your oil changed, a little light maintenance. All that travel, take a load off, sit down, stretch out a little bit. But these guys are really, really nice. It's a really family-friendly atmosphere. And yeah, I highly recommend going in and checking them out. I'm Eric with His&Hers HHQ here on YouTube. Head over and check us out on Facebook at His&Hers Hobby Headquarters. Like, subscribe, share, and follow us over there. Have a good day.